Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here, weekly reset. Let's see what we're going to be getting. We already got a couple teasers earlier on. There is a new free-to-play Vegeta that seems to be Buu Saga related. I don't know if that's a clue for the part 2 of the festival, but I think 98% of people are not happy about that because they want Buu Saga to rightfully rest. They got a lot of buffs. There is a Zenkai Awakening for the purple future support Vegeta, and for my OG players, you know this could be huge. This guy was a monster of a support. Not just that, but he had the sub-count manipulation from the main with the guaranteed blue. He's supported off of his blue cards, buffing up your allies' blue card damage, if I remember correctly, stacking up ally damage for every blaster strike that he used, and he had death buffs, killing 3 Dragon Balls and giving permanent damage inflicted. This guy was the king of supports before that title even existed. So this guy's Zenkai Awakening was done right, really could blast the future tag quite a number of tiers. So let's go ahead and see what we got in store. Number 1, Festival Challenge Battle. Yay, yippee, get yourself some LFZ power and good old CC. If you hopefully pulled good old Vegito Blue, you definitely want to star him up as much as possible because I don't see that guy's relevance popping off at all. Next, we got a Legends Ultimate pickup. No idea why 3/4 of the units are here. Super Baby 2, I don't really know. Trunks and Vegeta got a unique equip, but unless they plan on giving him a Zenkai Awakening, which I highly doubt, I'm not really sure if anyone cares about this. And Evo Ken, if they got a unique equipment, that would be pretty interesting. Their biggest issue was the fact that they have they take way too long to ramp up, and they are very dependent on those green cards for the long combo potential. But we already know this meta is not very kind to people with very long combos, unless you're Vegito. And Super Vegito is Super Vegito. I mean, this guy is the big reason why we see all these characters nowadays have buff removal. You could call him the reason why the well has been poisoned as bad as it's been. Next here, of course, the purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Zenkai Awakening. Remember, his art has a thumb pose, so it's very likely that they could be fumbling the Zenkai Awakening, but let us hope that the blessing that be the festival means they don't screw this up. They already messed up Trunks. Let's pray that they don't mess up this guy. And then, of course, we got Festival Hoi Poi. Everyone loves Hoi Poi. Super easy. I really do hope that they update this thing so that you can use a bajillion Hoi Pois at once, so you don't have to keep mashing the Hoi Poi button and hearing Bulma say, "Here we go," over and over again. Maybe that's a quality of life change that they're working on. Either way, more little bits of things to do. I'll take it. So this is the free-to-play Vegeta. One thing that we do know is he's red. That is very valuable. The most troublesome units in the game right now are indeed yellow. I'm looking at you, Ultra Majin Vegeta. If you guys saw today's video, you saw in the last fight how tired I was of dealing with that guy's crap. AoE green cards everywhere. The more red characters in the meta, the better. I feel like the situation we're in right now is because LF Broly did not measure up as the dominant red that they thought he would be, in the same way Trunks and Vegeta did not measure up to the yellow unit they thought they would be, so that Ultra Gogeta Blue would be kept in check. We are basically facing a repeat of that, so release some more red characters to help box out Ultra Majin Vegeta, because I don't want to fight him anymore. Let's jump into it. Main ability, Trust and Arrival. This already tells me that this is the Vegeta that supported Goku when he was Super Saiyan 3 going up against Kid Buu. So who knows what this is going to be? Maybe we see a game original character related to the Buu Saga, or a very likely chance is that it is a game original Vegeta Clan unit. Look at what we're getting here. A free-to-play Trunks, LF Trunks Zenkai Awakening. We get a Zenkai Awakening for Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And what do we get last? We get a free-to-play Vegeta. Of course, sort of hope Trunks gets his unique equip as well, but there's so much focus on Vegeta Clan. I feel very strongly that the game original is probably a Vegeta Clan unit, and I'm all for it. Vegeta Clan was just as abandoned as Future and just as abandoned as GT, so let's go ahead and give them some buffs. Let's start. Trust and Arrival. Randomly destroy 2 of your own cards and draw a strike and special arts card. I already like that. You guys already know Majin Vegeta. He has so many disruptive effects that kill your strike cards, so you're stuck with Blast. At least you're guaranteed a strike card. That's good. Restore on health by 15% and ki by 30. Restore allied character Goku, event exclusive, and tag Vegeta Clan HP by 15%, 20% to damage inflicted by allied character Goku, event exclusive, and Vegeta Clan cannot be cancelled. Amazing. Already amazing. I like it. I'll take it. But healing yourself, healing your allies, giving permanent damage inflicted buffs, getting a strike card and a special arts card, that's a win. Remember, this character is a support type as well. Let's see. Unique ability. Resolve to resist the Majin. Applies the following effects to self when the battle starts. 100% to damage inflicted. Okay. 20% to strike damage inflicted. Reduce damage received by 70% and -5 to strike arts cost. So a more strike-oriented, free-to-play, red support character. Okay. The following effects occur when the character enters the field. Restore own ki by 20, 70% damage inflicted. Reduce impact damage received by 10% for 5 counts. Not shabby. Increases own card draw speed by 1 level for 15 counts. Cannot be cancelled. Reduce enemy ki by 15. Inflict enemy with the attribute downgrade -1 to card draw speed, as well as +5 to all arts cost for 10 timer counts. This isn't bad. 70% reduced damage received with an additional 10% reduced impact damage is pretty good. That seems to be the modern version of power creep when it comes to tanking and sustainability, is to have 70% reduced damage received and then 10 or 15% slapped onto impact, explode, whatever damage. The irony of this whole thing is Vegeta Blue has 15% reduce impact, explode, and slice damage, I believe, and he's an offensive character. It makes no sense at all. The increase to arts cost and reducing card draw speed is not bad either. Vegeta Blue is susceptible to reduce card draw speed as well as increase arts cost. That's why characters like the free-to-play Trunks, Evil Boo, these guys do a good job of stopping his combos because they both have the increased arts cost per hit kind of thing. So I'll take it. That's cool. Additional 30% to damage inflicted for 15 counts if a character Goku, event exclusive, or Vegeta Clan other than this character is a battle member. That's not bad either. 100%, 70%, 30%, 200%. Support type character. Not shabby. The following effects occur upon landing a strike arts hit. Activates once. Restore own ki by 20. Shorten allies... wait, what? Applies attribute upgrade. Shortens sub count by 1 to self for 15 counts. One timer count. I don't really know if it's going to be that impactful. I would have loved if this was actually reducing ally sub count by 1 or 2. That would be huge. Apply buff effect. Nullify cover change for 2 self for 5 counts. That's not too shabby either. I know it's a little bit... oh, wait, what the hell? Shorten ally sub count by 2. Hey! Nifty. I know that this is a little bit polarizing. I know some people feel that this isn't that great. The one scenario where this kind of thing does make sense is when you start with this guy, and let's be real here, most of the time when you're using a support character, when you start the fight, you're starting with your support character. You want to get the priority, swap out to your damage dealer, make sure that they're doing as much damage as possible. It makes sense. In this case, you will be in neutral battle trying to fight for priority. If Vegeta had cover nullification upon using a strike or blast card, it's very likely you could have wasted your cover nullification. So at least in this case, you land the strike card, you net the cover null. That's where I see this potentially having value. I understand that there are better versions of it, but I'm giving the scenario where this makes sense. I would have preferred the easier forms, but hey, he's free. We can't have it all. Either way, shorten sub count for allies is pretty nice. I would take that. That's very huge, especially in this meta where you want to make sure that your character doesn't get sniped by Ultra Majin Vegeta, or somebody doesn't get just whiffed by one blue card, whatever. Having sub count manipulation is huge, letting you swap out to the appropriate character to sponge the damage. So I'm fine with this. Unique ability 2, life risking strategy. The following effects occur when changing cover. Draw a special arts card next. Activates twice. Nullify own unfavorable element factors for damage received for 10 counts. Pretty good. Activates 3 times. Unfortunate. Reduce enemy ki by 30. That's pretty good. Remember, when Vegeta enters the field, he's already reducing enemy ki by 15, taking away card draw speed, and making their arts cost go up by 5. So in terms of disruptive capabilities, he's not looking too bad. He's not looking too bad. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the field. Restore own health by 3%? Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade minus 10% to strike and blast arts power for 2 counts. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade minus 20% to special move ultimate and awaken arts power for 2 counts. Whoa! That's impressive. This is a support type. He's not a defensive character. So the support guy is healing 3% every time he's hit, stacking the reduced power. Even though it's short, it's still stackable. And when he shows up, he reduces enemy ki by pretty much 50 while taking away card draw speed and increasing arts cost. This is impressive disruptive capability for a free character. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. Restores 30% of the damage received, up to 30% of your health, 30% to damage inflicted, shorten own sub count by 1 every time another battle member is hit with an enemy's arts attack. Applies the following effects to allies when this character switches to standby. Randomly draw 1 new card if you have 3 or fewer, and restore 20 ki. This is actually impressive. Disruptive abilities from this Vegeta, I would say, are impressive. His overall kit as a support type and free really hinges on his stats. If you look at the free-to-play 18, she had really good defensive stats. He could be in the same ballpark. I hope they measure up to that, but so far, this is a really good kit. I'm really impressed. Abundance of special arts cards, take away 50 ki, minus 1 card draw speed, plus 5 to arts cost, and reducing power while healing 3% and healing 30% at the end of the damage inflicted. That's impressive. I think this is a really good free-to-play character. Next, we got the Z ability. It's going to be 33% to Majin Buu Saga event exclusive or Vegeta Clan strike attack and defense. Thank goodness it's not double defense. Special arts deals massive explode damage. He gets a massive multiplier. The following effects occur upon activation. 15% to special move damage inflicted. All enemies are hit with the attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received. Shorten ally sub count by 3 on hit. I would have preferred if it was on activation because it sounds like it's a melee one. I would assume it is. Dynamic throw. I would assume it's a melee blue, but I guess it is what it is. Green card, you are number 1. Draw a strike card next. Restore on health by 10% and ki by 30. Cancel on attribute downgrades. 15% to damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts. Shorten ally sub count by 1. You know what? I'll say it. I think overall, this is a pretty good looking kit. For a free character, if his stats can measure up, I dare say this is a pretty good looking free character. I honestly think he could be akin to free-to-play 18 levels of good. We'll have to see if that's the case, but I think the main ability, I think the support, I think the disrupt, I think the sustain, what we see on paper looks good. He just needs the stats to agree with that. That's all we need. That's all we need. Next, this is the Zenkai Awakening for the purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I really hope they nailed this. Remember, this guy's biggest issue to me was the fact that his damage was timed. So after, what was it, 50, 60, 80 timer counts or something, he was basically dead water. He really was intended to die. That's why they gave him the thumbs up pose in the art. You're supposed to die. I really hope they kind of work past that because that's not as simple anymore. You don't really want to throw away someone so early. Fingers crossed this guy is both a competent third character on the roster while simultaneously being a better support character. So let's go ahead and see. Main ability, draw a special move arts card next. Restore ally health by 15%, ki by 50. 30% to blast damage inflicted by allies or your buddy for 30 counts. It's funny that they maintained the or your buddy, because the or your buddy is for co-op. It's funny that they say that. And shorten ally sub count by 5. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly... Are you kidding me? Legends closed? Bruh. I want to just have the kit to the side here just so that we can go ahead and make some quick comparisons. He's an old character, so I don't really expect him to have the most detailed kit, but we're gonna have to see. Either way, let's start reading things. Unique ability, Zenkai unique ability. So the following effects occur every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. Restores own ki by 30, activates once. That's already good in terms of maintaining combo potential. Activation count resets after character switch. 10% to blast damage inflicted for 15 counts. That's good. Apply buff effect, nullify, cover change to self for 5 counts. Activates once. See, here's an example of a cover nullification that's different from the other. This one is just for this character using a card like the green Broly versus the red free-to-play Vegeta being for landing the strike. So very different. But that's good. He has cover nullification. Activation counts reset after character switch. 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. This is where this guy went huge. 20% damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. Let me double check. I want to see what the old version of this character did. I wonder if they extended the duration of his supportive capabilities. Let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to have it here on the side on my phone. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's 20%, 15 timer counts. That's the same. Okay. The following effects occur when this character switches to standby. You draw 1 new card if you have 3 or fewer. Restore ally key by 30. This is up from 20. That's good. Unique ability. Let's see. Desperate fight for the future. Plus the following effects to self in the battle star. 60% to damage inflicted and 40% to damage inflicted for 80 counts. He had 50% damage inflicted for 50 counts. So they made the 60% permanent, which is something. Reduce damage received by 60%. That's good too, because he didn't have any reduced damage received passives. He has level 1 card draw speed for 80 counts. It's back to this 80 counts thing. And -5 to arts cost for 80 counts. The following effects occur when this character is defeated. Restore allied Vegeta clan and future health by 20%. 35% damage inflicted by allies. Shorten ally sub count by 3. And reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 3. So the reduced sub count is new on his death buffs, but otherwise everything else is the same. Now let's see what these new passives are. Warrior challenging a god. The following effects occur when this character enters the field. Draw a blast card next. Restore own key by 30. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade -10 to strike and blast arts power. Plus the following effects to self when enemy activates a special move, ultimate, or awakened arts while this character is not defeated. Restores health by 15%, nullify unfavorable element factors for 10 counts, and shortens sub count by 5. This right here tells me that they understand this dude is meant to die. They knew from the art, they knew from his death buffs, they know that this guy is going to be your designated #1 guy to sponge the damage. So this being here is pretty good. Them not doing it on the rush, a little bit unfortunate, but that's just what... I don't know. I think that's probably more of a premium thing in their minds. But no biggie. That's no problemo. This is good for the simple fact that this guy cannot be decimated by Ultra Majin Vegeta minute 1. Because that guy has one little tricky thing that we all are aware of, where his main ability is an AoE nuke. And you would not want your entire team to go down to 5% HP. So this is good that it exists there. The only thing I'm worried about is it activates on special move while he's not defeated. So it could be something easily wasted. The same way the ultimate debuff from Triamite Goku could be wasted because it only activates once. Otherwise, it's good that he has this. Next unique ability, facing down the Mastermind. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of Vegeta clan or future battle members other than this character in the party when the battle starts. 1 or more battle members, 50% damage inflicted and -15 to special move costs. 2 or more battle members, 40% key recovery, and applies attribute upgrade, shortens sub count by 2. You know what? That's clever of them. They wanted this guy to be hyper-focused to Vegeta clan or future for supportive buffs, just because it is kind of strong. So that's okay. The following effects occur when changing cover. Randomly destroy 1 enemy card. Inflict all enemies with the attribute downgrade +10 to all Rs costs. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, it used to be a buff for future, mainly. Yeah, Zenkai abilities for purple and future, no surprise. Special move deals massive impact damage. 20% to special move damage inflicted by allies or your buddy upon activation. Yeah, see, that's the same, and I'm also not surprised that they made this cannot be canceled, because this would be a lunacy otherwise. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. His green card, restore own key by 30, 20% to damage inflicted. The restore key is new. Increases own card draw speed by 1 level for 5 counts is new. Randomly destroy 2 enemy cards is the same. Seals enemy rising rush for 5 counts. That is new. I wonder what situations this could be useful for. I like it. It's nice that he has this a little bit of additional. All right, gentlemen, we're now in game just because we want to see the stats and make sure that they all align accordingly. In terms of this character, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. In terms of both his defenses and his main offensive stat, that's pretty good. Especially considering this Vegeta fills more of a supportive role, less so the actual ranged offensive type role. So pretty good. I like that. I want to go ahead and see the new Vegeta Red. Red support time base Vegeta. Okay. Offensive stats, I didn't really expect it to be anything good, but his are definitely lower. His health stat is kind of low. 2.4 mil is kind of low. Defenses as well, they're kind of low, but I guess that's all because he's able to heal. I think he'll do fine. I think his disruptive ability alone will be all right, but we'll have to see how well this plays in game, because on paper he sounds like someone that would be pretty good. But we'll have to see if that's really the case. I'm not going to expect him to do damage, but I will expect him to be the guy that I throw first when it comes to super long combo or stopping a super long combo. So okay, not only that, but we have the unique equip for Trunks. Let's see what that looks like. I really hope they delivered for that. Whoops, not you, Hercule. Okay, Trunks needs a lot. Let's be honest here. Trunks really does need a lot. The meta has changed drastically since his unique gauge. I really hope they deliver here. Let's see what we got. 15% max HP, 40% to strike attack, blast attack, strike defense, blast defense. Okay, not bad. Damage inflicted 70%. That's pretty good. I think Trunks with his unique gauge sits at 120. So okay. Restore on health by 3% after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the field. Fantastic. This is the kind of thing we're talking about. If Sword of Hope Trunks was intended to be a tank using a defensive gauge, he needs something to help him tank. This is perfect. Up to 3% after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while he's on the field is great. That'll help him with the sustainability. He already has the Zenkai Awakening. 15% additional max HP with the other equips will be really good. 15% to remaining health is 50% or below, activates twice. Great. His HP falls below, he'll heal 15%. I'm guessing. That's very bizarre wording. If remaining health is 50% or below, activates twice. Yeah, that's great. Helps you stay above having to use his endurance. Really good. Does he have any buff removal is what I'm curious about. Draw a special arts card next when this character enters the battlefield. Activates once. Okay. Applies the following effects to self when this character uses a special arts. Restore key by 50. That is smart by them, because this guy's green card, he draws 4 new cards. Do you know how much key he gets? 15. You know how stupid that is? Gets 50 keys, smart. Applies a buff effect, nullifies special cover nullification for 30 timer counts, activates twice. That's dumb. I would have preferred if it was 10 timer counts and happens permanently, but whatever. Cancel enemy buff effects when they activate a special move, ultimate, or awaken arts while this character is on the battlefield. Activates 3 times. That is a win as well. He's meant to be a tank. He's meant to be the guy to sponge the hits. There's no use sponging all of those damage and hits and whatever if the character is just going to snipe him with one singular big move or with one rush. Wait, does it say rush as well? I'm pretty sure it did. Oh my god, it doesn't. Okay, Super Vegeta is still going to kick the crap out of you, but otherwise, for the most part, most of the game, he'll be able to cancel the buffs. Good for you, Trunks. I think that's going to be a pretty good Zenkai, unique equip. Excited to try it out. What's this awakened equip here? Whoa, what the hell? Nice. What? Goku Black? What? 20% to both defenses, 10% health restore, 20% to both offenses, 20% to special move damage. 15% to own strike and blast attack if there are 2 or more future battle members. For Goku Black. Is this supposed to be a baby unique equip? What in the world? What? They literally made a baby unique equip for Rose. That's what this reads. That's so bizarre. The lengths to go through to not want to do a balance change. That's so bizarre. It's so specific for Goku Black. I'm really confused. By the way, this is a good equip too. This is essentially a must run for him if you run him on Future. This is amazing. What the hell, Legends? What? Just do the balance change, bro. Stop making more work for yourselves for no reason. Save yourself the embarrassment. Just do the balance change. No one's gonna care. Either way, that's gonna be everything. Let me know in the comment section below what you feel. I think the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta easily is the most important thing here. I think the red supportive Vegeta will do a good job disrupting, but in terms of overall as a character, I don't really know if he's going to be like, oh, I can't wait to use him as my third. He's my destined third. I think the disrupt will be good though. We'll have to see how well that plays out. And the unique equip for Trunks, I think is pretty good. The guy was meant to be your sponge, and not to mention part of his kit relies on him getting hit, and you know, it seems they amplified that exact thing, and maybe he's going to perform. We'll have to see on the showcases, so be on the lookout for those. But until next time, guys, peace.